Hi guys, it's me, Alex, Turbonetic777, and I am coming to you guys with my 5-month post-op update. I had the Biliopancreatic Diversion with Duodenal switch. I had the traditional one, not the modified. And my surgery was on June 17th, 2016 at Wake Med in Cary, North Carolina. My surgeon is Scott Bovard with Bariatric Specialist of North Carolina. My starting weight was 335 pounds. My surgery weight was 317 pounds. And my current weight is 220.6 pounds. So that is a total of 115 pounds lost in 5 months. So exciting. I can't believe it. When I, say it, it's like, oh my God, I lost a whole person. A whole person came out of me already. Well, so this is the eve of Thanksgiving, which is my favorite holiday ever because it's all about family, fun, and of course, food. So it's going to be a interesting one for me, being that, I am post-op now. And we'll see how it goes. My wife and I actually started cooking today. And we have a lot of people coming tomorrow. We always host. This will be like our 8th year in a row hosting. And this is going to be the biggest one yet. I think we have over 20 people coming to my house. And so it's a big crowd, and, it's going to be fun because there are people coming that I haven't seen in a long time, years, and, it's going to be fun to, for them to see me and whatnot. I'm prepared to answer questions because, as you all know, that's how it goes. Everybody wants to know what you did, how you did, what you didn't do, what you do, and all that stuff. And I think I'm getting to the point where I'm feeling comfortable telling people, I had surgery, because the surgery is not what makes, you lose the weight. Yes, it helps, but it is also staying on track with what you can and cannot eat, and also working out. So, I can honestly really say now without, feeling shameful or feeling like I'm cheating that I had surgery. I'm feeling more comfortable with that. Initially, it's, you hesitate because it's one of those, what are people going to think? They're not going to give you any credit. They're just going to say, he had surgery. That's why he's losing all this weight. And that's not the case, because you can have surgery and still gain weight if you're still eating the bad stuff that you're not supposed to eat. And also, your weight loss is going to be much lower if you don't work out. So, I'm to that point where I feel confident enough to be able to, to talk about my surgery and, without feeling embarrassed about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that. Now, I am 5 months post-op now. Every time I do my updates, I do them in a monthly basis because I can't do it in a weekly basis. That's just too much for me. I really give props to all my friends and, and everyone who does weekly updates. That's just amazing to me. I can't do it. So I decided, a few videos back to do them in a month-to-month basis, and I think that is better for me because I can really, talk about changes, talk about experiences. I mean, not that, on a weekly you can't do that, because you obviously can, but I'm not big on talking, so I didn't want to make a video that's 3 minutes long and that's it. So there you have it. But yeah, so I'm at, 5 months out, and I have to say that I feel fantastic. I don't feel like I had surgery. as far as, any pains or discomforts. Obviously, when I eat, it's a reminder every time I eat that I had surgery because I can't eat like I used to eat. And yeah, so it's, it's just, I feel normal. I feel normal. I feel like I felt before surgery. And again, this goes, as far as any pain with my stomach or anything like that, it feels fantastic. With that said, it also feels very good because I don't have the physical pain that I had 5 months ago. I don't have back pain. I don't have knee or ankle pain. My feet are not swelled up like balloons every night. I am not huffing and puffing just from walking, a few feet. I can go up and downstairs just fine. So as far as how I feel amazing. Amazing. And I think what makes it more amazing also is how, I'm not done. I still have a ways to go. It's kind of crazy to think that I'm only 20 pounds shy of, or 21 pounds, I should say, to be on the technical side. 21 pounds shy of being under 200 pounds. Like, that's insane. That's crazy. And it's only been 5 months out. Insane. So that's amazing. That is amazing. I have been asked many, 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 many times, would I have done this again, go down the same path, if I had to all over? And I say yes. Now, with that said, for those of you who don't know, I had major complications when I had surgery. I almost died on the operating table. I was in intensive care unit for a week. In fact, the first 3 days after surgery, they told my family that I may die because I stopped breathing. I was on life support. So, for those of you, there are a lot of yous that know my story, but then there's a lot of yous that do not. So I had a very rough start. My initial surgery was, June 17th. It was on a Friday. And that Saturday I had complications. So then they had to do emergency surgery that Sunday on Father's Day. And I stopped breathing in the middle of that surgery. And they couldn't get me breathing again. My lungs collapsed. And I almost died. So, it was a very rough start. But God's grace and mercy was over my life. And I bounced back really quick. And so my close friends ask me now that I'm doing really good and I've lost all this weight, would you do it again? Even knowing everything that happened in the beginning. And I have to say yes. Number one, because God was not finished with me yet. So he didn't take me with him because there's still stuff for me to do here. And two, because, I feel like a new person. I feel like God gave me a second chance at life, and not just how I feel on the inside, but also how I look on the outside. So I would answer 1,000 times, 100%, yes, I would do it again. So a few things that I'm noticing now, 5 months post-op, is I do feel like weight loss is starting to slow down a little bit. Every week I'm still losing, 2 pounds, 3 pounds. Whereas in the beginning, I was losing 10 pounds. Yes, 10 pounds a week. Then it would go down to 8 pounds and then 6 pounds. So now I'm at 2 to 3 pounds. And there are sometimes I've gotten in a stall where I didn't lose anything. I didn't gain anything. but I didn't lose anything. And to me, that's the craziest for me, because I'd rather lose 1 pound, 2 pounds than no pounds. And this is why I didn't want to buy a scale, because I didn't want to get so focused on the number on the scale and so focused on, oh my God, I gotta weigh myself to see. And it was a time where I felt like every day I was weighing myself in the morning when I got up, and then at night before I fell asleep, before I went to bed. And I didn't want that. So I had to kind of put the scale, or my wife did it for me. She put the scale in her closet and kind of just hid it away so I didn't see it. So now I found the scale again, and I'm doing good. I've eased off of it. So I'm not weighing myself 1,000 times a day, which is a good thing. But I'm trying to work within myself. I think, when you're big, everything is about, is that number. And that's all you can remember. Even if you don't, you didn't get weighed frequently, but that last weigh is in your mind. So I have to be honest, and I have to say that 335 pounds is always in my head. So when I don't see the numbers go down, I get anxiety, and immediately I'm like, oh my God, am I going to start gaining weight? Like, I don't want to be 335 pounds again. And I start, oh my God, I don't want to feel pain, and I don't want to just live the life that I lived. And so that, that I have a lot of that. It goes in my head. It's just crazy. So I had to, kind of back up from weighing myself. But going back to topic, I have noticed that weight loss is slowing down some. And I don't know if it's because I'm doing a lot of crazy working out. As I mentioned in my last update, I'm training for a race, so I'm doing a lot of running, which is fantastic. I'm also doing P90X, which is great. So I'm building a lot of muscle, and I know muscle weighs more than fat, so I think that's also playing in it for me. And why, I feel like it's not going down fast enough like it did in the beginning. In the beginning, I wasn't really working out because I was sore and I couldn't, and the weight was just melting off. Whereas now, it's slowed down a lot, but I really think that has to do with it. But if you guys can give me your input on how, your weight loss, did it slow down at 5 months? Is it as fast as it was in the beginning? Like, I need some feedback on that. Another thing that I need your help on, guys, is I feel like I'm eating a lot. Not in the sense of, so many times a day, because I eat 3 to 4 hours, every 3 to 4 hours. But I'm referring to the quantity that I'm eating. And maybe it's because I'm healed up all the way inside. But, before I can eat 4 ounces and be so full. Now, I can do 5.7 and, ounces, which is the Greek yogurt, that size is 5.7 ounces. And I don't feel full. I feel satisfied. And I think I have gone past, and, I think I've done 6 ounces, maybe even 7. And then I feel like super full. And I'm kind of torn because, and I really need your input on this. The last time I met with my nutritionist, she said when we eat, you want to feel that pressure in your chest bone, feel of full every time you finish eating. Because if you eat less, where you're satisfied but not full, then you're going to be hungrier sooner, and that can lead to bad habits, eating more frequently and eating, just bad stuff. So I'm confused because I feel if I eat to where I'm like that full, oh my God, I'm so stuffed, like I don't want to stretch my stomach. you know? So I need feedback. Like, is it normal to feel like you're just eating so much now at this time? And I know 6 ounces is still not a lot. But I wasn't eating like this, before. So I just want somebody to tell me, Alex, it's fine. You just are healed up. So now you can really eat and not, eat a little bit more than before. So I need help with that. If you guys can just give me your input on how much you guys, or quantity-wise, you guys are eating. So I don't drive myself insane. Because I'm like, oh my God, I'm stretching my stomach. Like, it's only month 5 and I'm already pigging out. And my friends think I'm crazy because I'm still eating tea tiny, but I know from the beginning and now I'm not eating tea tiny anymore. At least I don't think I am. So, but that's one of the other things that I've noticed at this time. And I'm sorry, I feel like I'm ranting on. I'm sorry, I apologize for that. But, yeah, I feel like I'm eating a lot more. And I don't know if it's just because I'm working out so hard. I don't know. I don't count calories. And I know, I don't count calories. I do stick to a high protein, low carb, low sugar, but I don't count calories. I don't count, anything, really. I need to get better at that. Yeah, but it's almost like after a while, you know exactly, about how much you need. And, I eat about the same thing every day. I eat a lot of chicken. I eat a lot of fish. And once in a while, I'll eat some pork or beef. But mainly it's chicken and fish for me. And so I pretty much know how much I have to eat to reach my goals. And, so I never keep record of it. I don't. But my 6-month follow-up is in December 20th. And I go for labs, I think on the next week. I'm going to go in for labs so they can have my results at my appointment. And this is actually the first time that I'm getting my blood drawn since having surgery. At my 3 months post-op, I had asked him before the appointment, did I need to do labs? And he said no. My surgeon said no. So I think it was Amy. I remember looking at your videos and you had labs at 3 months. And then at 6. My surgeon said no. So now at 6 months, it's the first time I'm getting labs drawn. So we'll see how my stuff is. I feel great though. I have a lot of energy. And mind you, guys, I cut caffeine. Initially I cut it because I had to for post-op, for pre-op. And then I kept it until, off caffeine until I got my water intake under control, which I do now. And then my nutritionist said that once I can take in my goals for water, then I can add caffeine back into my diet if I wanted to, because I love coffee. And so, but I had decided not to. When I drank coffee, I was a hardcore coffee drinker. And I didn't drink just any coffee. I drank espresso Cuban coffee. That's what I grew up with. Yes, I drank coffee as a child. And yes, it was espresso coffee. So that's what I grew up with. And when I say I'm hardcore about coffee, I mean my wife and I drink coffee before bed. And some people have wine to kind of unwind. We have coffee. Yes. But we've been doing it for so long that we can go to sleep just like that. Like, I will drink a cup of coffee, put my head on that pillow, and be knocked out. So caffeine didn't affect me that way. But I noticed that once I cut coffee out, or caffeine, once I cut caffeine out, I didn't feel jittery, which is crazy because I didn't feel jittery while I was drinking the caffeine, but I felt a tremendous difference after I cut caffeine out. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. But I feel great. So I now drink decaffeinated coffee. And so yeah, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. So yes, I'm so sorry. I just, poof, it went away. So, let's see, I feel like I was eating more. Oh, my labs coming up. Oh yeah, so we'll see how my labs are. I feel great. I feel wonderful. I don't feel tired. I don't feel drained of energy. Oh, my hair stopped falling out. Finally, thank you, Jesus. Because it was rough. It was rough. I mean, when I first started the journey, I had longer hair. And I cut it because it was falling so much that in my mind, I was going to have bald spots. And I was not going to do it. So I cut my hair off. But even with short hair, when I would take a shower, it would just, like my hands would be covered in hair. And I just knew I was going to have to look like Bruce Willis and cut my hair off. But finally, it stopped. Sometime last month, it stopped. And now I can, wash my hair and nothing falls out. So thank the Lord for that. Oddly enough, my nails, they still grow so fast. My nails would always grow fast before surgery. So I was always having to trim my nails and stuff. But even after surgery, that never slowed down. And, one thing that the surgeon said was your hair, can start falling out and your nails will start or will stop growing. My nails never stopped growing. They still grow like weeds. But my hair fell out so much. But now that has stopped and I'm having a lot of growth. In fact, I cut my own hair and I cut my hair or trimmed it again about 3 weeks ago, and it's time for me to get another haircut because it's just growing so fast. My beard, like I don't like full beards. I'm never into that. But I feel like I have to shave every other day, really every day. But my skin's too sensitive, and I break out. But my beard grows so fast. And so, yeah, that's something, that I've noticed. But yeah, I feel great. I'm doing very well. I am, still training hard for my race coming in April. And yeah, I'm very happy. So, hope you guys are doing well. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and I wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. May God bless you and your family. And, we just, this time, that we're living is a hard time. But, let's focus on our family. Let's focus on God. Let's focus on, the good things that we have and not just on the bad things. So I love you all. And I have to say, Amy, I'm giving you a shout out. You look amazing. Oh my gosh, I saw that picture where you were standing at the restaurant next to that fireplace, and you look amazing. And I have to say, now that I said that, I have my jacket and gloves because I didn't want to come out with a jacket and gloves on. So they're set to the side on the bed. But it's hilarious because I'm always freezing. So I was laughing because Amy, you posted about always having to wear sweaters and gloves because you're always cold. And me too. I'm freezing all the time. In fact, at work, I kept the office, the office cold because I was always hot, and I would say I was hot-natured. That's not the case. I'm freezing all the time. Freezing. So now, usually around the house, I'll have my sweater, I'll have some gloves on, and I have sweatpants and socks. because I'm cold all the time. So I'm losing my insulation, which is great, but it's so weird to feel cold. I was never cold. Never. In fact, you know, in bed, my wife would always kind of gravitate to me because I was always hot, and she was a cold nature one, and I was the opposite. And you know, bless her heart, she's already always cold too, so we're not helping each other out. So that's hilarious, and kind of neat, you know. So, but going back to what I was saying, Amy, you look fantastic. Fantastic. You keep up the great work. And Granny BSG, you know, you had your plastic surgery. I'm so happy that everything came out, you know, good for you. I was keeping you in prayer. And, you know, everybody else, you know, if I didn't say your name, I'm sorry. I just have a, you know, I have a lot of things on my brain right now. But, you know, I love you all. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you're new to my videos, you know, please feel free to subscribe. If you have questions, please feel free to ask. And, you know, I will get back to you as soon as I can. But I love you all, and I wish you all very happy and great Thanksgiving with your family. Love you guys. Bye.